All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Level 30 Games. We're here with Mike, and we are going to be doing a little Let's Play for you. Now, today, we're going to play a game that I grew up playing and had a very strong affinity for. Mike has never played.
And I've heard so much about it because...
It's awful. It's an awful game.
It's an LJN Nintendo game, and for whatever reason, every licensed, whether it's a movie game or whatever, seemed to always be assigned to LJN, and they were always terrible.
And this is no different.
Yes, and I have very fond memories of the movie. It's one of my favorite series of films, so I'm sure this will ruin that a little bit for me. So
Absolutely will. So, without further ado, here is Back to the Future.
This is my first time playing this game, and I had seen other videos in the past of people ripping this game apart, so this should be fun. Let's see. That classic Back to the Future music that is never in the movie.
Yeah, it was not there.
Okay.
Oh my god. Now, I used to play this a lot growing up.
This is very reminiscent of the Paperboy map, which is interesting. And
Yeah,
that looks exactly
and-
like Hill Valley. This, if I close my eyes and pictured Hill Valley, this would be something like this.
That's right. Yeah, okay. So I used to play this a lot. This will bring me back, I'm sure, quite a bit. Now, you play as titular character Marty McFly, who's known for wearing blue jeans and a
I'm just going to
black tank
assume
top.
I need to pick up the clocks.
Yeah, sure. Alright, nope.
And of course,
You got beat up by the,
everybody's favorite part of the movie when Marty whips bowling balls at people. What the hell just happened?
Alright,
I
so
touched the wall.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that.
If you guys out there have never played this game, Okay, I assumed I can't touch anything but the clocks in this game.
That's
okay,
right.
So now I know this
So
game.
in that previous life, you just got accosted for sexual assault. Now, they have
the
glass
random guys, like in Wayne's World, walking back and forth with a pane of glass.
that you can't see.
Okay.
I think it's a
Who
butterfly.
do
or-
I throw the bowling? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, you get points.
Get points for hitting random citizens with bowling balls. Wow, the control is so bad.
I love the flinch, though. That's right, you got hit by a bird. Now, you're running out of time here. You have 10 seconds
Well,
left.
I've been picking up clocks every second, so I don't know how I'm running out of time. Did I really just die from jumping?
No, you died because you ran out of time.
Okay.
But it's okay, because you get to start again. Now, you have 200
Lucky-
seconds, as the timer says.
Okay.
But unlike real time, I don't believe that clock is running
I don't
in real
think
time.
Marty's making it back.
Well, you know what? Let's just see if you can get past the first level, because the game only gets more accurate to the movie the further you go.
This game was definitely something else at some point, and they just wanted to put out a Back to the Future video game, and they said, hey, we have this, let's just slap the name on it and people will buy it, which they did, because the thing with Nintendo games was...
Oh, wow, that was pretty good.
Back before the internet, there really weren't a whole lot of magazines out there that would give you reviews, and I remember, I don't even know, did Nintendo Power do reviews, or was it just like previews of upcoming games and like their high score section and everything?
I think they... Wait. Well, alright, two thoughts. Well, get the skateboard. You can get the skateboard and move
God,
faster.
I didn't see
making
it because
making it much more difficult.
Marty moves so fast. Oh my god.
Now, is it auto-running?
This game sucks.
Watch out, that guy...
The screen is flying.
Oh, wait, I think you made it. You're good.
Woo! So
Okay.
we get to see what the next stage is. I didn't even think we were going to make it to the next stage the rate I was going at.
My favorite part was the... Oh, wait, you have to keep running. When you get to the dance. I don't know if I've ever made it to the end of this game, but I have made it pretty far.
I've seen footage of it, and you get to... It's this same road, and you get to drive the DeLorean, which is kind of cool, I guess, if you're, you know, dropped $60 for this game.
I don't know if games were $60 then. They may have been...
I was thinking about that the other day.
He's, like, molesting you right there.
Because I still have very... I don't know if it was for Christmas or after my birthday or something. It's hard to talk and play this awful game at the same time.
Well, I'm going next, so we'll see how difficult
But
it really is.
I remember taking money, and my mom took me to Toys R Us, and Toys R Us back then was
got the
awesome
tickets,
because
right?
yeah, you would go, and they had all the box art for the games, and then there were little pouches with tickets underneath, and you would take
That was
the
always
ticket.
the best.
You would take the ticket to the guy with the ponytail that worked in that little room where they stored all the games,
Right.
and you got your games. But this specific instance, I'm going to use the jump finally, I used my birthday or whatever money, and I got Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which is another LJN game,
Terrible
and
game.
Fester's Quest.
which is also a
which was Sunsoft.
Yeah.
So at least
Holy crap.
the music was very cool, but that game
You were.
was pretty bad too. So it was like, but going back, and I just died apparently.
Oh, you ran out of time.
Yes, I ran out of time. Even though the screen scrolls fast, I still somehow wasn't moving fast enough for the game. But yeah, it was. Buying games back then was a huge crapshoot because all you had to go off of for the most part before these video game magazines like EGM and GamePro came out was either word of mouth or just going off of the box art.
That's true.
And the really deceptive thing about some of these games was that they had the best box art.
Well, right, especially when you're sitting there as a 8 or 10-year-old or whenever this came out.
You don't know any
You're
better.
sitting there looking at the cover, which
How could a Back to the Future game be bad? And boy,
well,
is
it was
this
the
game
exact
bad.
cover as the poster for the movie. So you're sitting there going like, "Oh man, I
Oh
can't
my
wait
God.
to play this." And then lo and behold, now I meant to ask earlier, when you get the bowling ball, do you get unlimited bowling balls?
I think you do.
Because I don't see anything indicating that.
Well, you can't use them to hit obstructions.
No, you can use them to pick up clocks, however.
And
you
since
got
I've been dying, I think I need to grab every single clock.
I don't know if it's.
Yes, edit that part.
Yeah, no, that,
That's staying in the
no,
final cut.
that's staying in the final cut. I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's.
Oh my
see
God.
that? Now, here's the intersection. Oh well, that's kind of.
How is this even? How many lives do I have? I keep coming back. Okay, so I made it to
you
the
made
next
it with 4
stage.
seconds to spare.
Woo!
But you don't get a bonus because.
That's okay.
Oh, well, look, you're turning a corner, so clearly the level has to be different now. Oh no, it's exactly the same. Get all the clocks, but don't fall down the hole.
I think Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd ever played this game.
I'm thinking they get tremendous royalties. Alright, so keep an eye out for the skateboard, because it will help you. Shoot the belly dancer. Look,
Hey, you remember that part in the movie where Marty throws a bowling ball at the lady doing hula hoop in the middle of the street?
why don't you hit the enemies? You're just avoiding them.
Dude, I'm trying to get the clocks so that I can get us to the next stage here. Because last week's episode, I had to do a lot of the heavy lifting with Mario.
Oh, you know
too,
what? Alright,
so-
there's a skateboard. Oh,
Yeah, oh yeah!
Yeah!
Now we're cooking.
now we're losing
Da-da-bop.
faster.
I thought that was a power-up.
Nope.
Oh, I have the
and-
bowling ball. I should have put 2 and 2 together there. That I should be throwing that at the pins
Yeah.
that are
it's
randomly set up perfectly in the middle of the road here.
pretty
Oh
self-explanatory.
my god. What is that even I'm getting hit with?
I think a giant bee or
Like a floating plastic bag?
or bee. Yes, it's
The
American
most
Beauty.
beautiful thing in the world.
Yeah, it's the prequel
most
to American
beautiful
Beauty.
thing I've ever seen.
Well, you got a bonus that time.
Dat a beb.
Here, babe.
In case you didn't know, that's going to be my catchphrase moving forward. Dat a beb. Learn it. Print it on a t-shirt. Okay.
All right, by now you're a pro.
I
Oh
made-
wait, hold on. Now they're throwing grapes at you as an obstacle, which works the same as any other object.
Can I... Whoa!
I don't know.
Oh, you
You
can't
just
jump over
love
that guy.
hitting that guy with your crotch in his face, don't you?
Yes.
What kind of city is this where there's oil slicks and toxic waste
This
just
is,
sitting out? Or those hedge clippings?
I don't know when this came out. Maybe this is supposed to be the alternate Biff timeline, or maybe the guys who made this game just didn't know anything about Back to the Future, which seems like the most likely option here.
That's true. 1985 said the title screen. Can you hit those things with bowling balls?
I don't know. I'm just trying not to die.
Or how about you try and hit them with bowling balls? It's alright, you got 80 seconds left, which is like 30 seconds in real time.
Kinda messed up that they take the bowling ball away when you get hit with something.
Well, just don't get hit with stuff after you get the bowling ball.
I'm so glad I'm taking time away from my wife and child to play this awful Nintendo game with you. And
You know, do I have to go to the footage? Do I have to go to I'm here to be away from my wife and child?
Yes.
Actually, your wife and child are pretty awesome.
Yes,
so.
they are.
Oh, look, you get 500 points for hitting the bird bee.
Okay. I definitely didn't think we were going to make it this far.
You,
We're actually a
you've
little-
made it this far.
Yes,
I'm
I
very
have.
proud
I
of
will
you.
take all of the credit.
Oh, this is awesome. So this is very reminiscent, I believe. I'm probably gonna get slammed in comments. Is like Burger Time. Like you actually have to move the character and sling drinks.
What
Oh.
even happened there? The guy fell on
Okay,
his
whatever
own?
button you hit is like it'll clear the screen, kind of like
So you get one of those, like a smart bomb or something.
Yeah. But this is gonna get
This
substantially.
really isn't a lot of fun, but I mean...
Oh, just wait. It does pick up quite a bit, and that's
this
why.
reminds me, I think you have the game screwed up. This reminds me of Tapper.
Is that with in Wreck-It Ralph?
Yes,
Okay.
but it's we actually had that in my house. We had that on the Commodore 64, where it was the version where you're actually throwing beers at people in a bar.
Yeah.
But it was the same premise. I think there were guys on the other end of... Yep, and then you get thrown into the wall.
Wow, you just splatted.
Yeah.
I honestly...
splatted.
Yeah, I think the only authentic part of that entire scene was the door handle.
They sure threw you out in a hurry, yeah.
I believe you have to go back now.
Do I? I have to do this awful... Do I have to do the stage over again?
You got to do this part.
Whatever. I think I have this down to a science now. Just imagine paying whatever $40, $50 for this game, and then you play it for 10 minutes, and you're like, well...
But that was... I don't know. Listen, I selected this as a title for today because I had stupid memories of, like, legitimately making attempts...
This is a game that Tom was fond of when he was a child.
To try and beat as a kid, but remember, like, you know, not everyone... Oh, you can hit that.
I gotta start throwing the bowling balls.
I told you can hit them.
But there's, like, a weird reload time that you can't throw them, like, consistently.
But anyway, as was, you know, it's not now where we have disposable income and we can pick up a game, you know, here and there, or even have the knowledge to research it to see if it's something worth buying.
Yeah, now there's Metacritic and IGN and all these other sites.
And Level 30 games.
Oh, and Level 30, nice plug.
Yeah. But at the same time, you know, like, you had the games you had, and I think more then than now, you replayed a lot of those games just... Because you were a kid, you didn't know any better.
Even the bad ones, I found myself going back time and time again to some of the really bad games, and it's like, you know...
We'll get there.
Let's see if I have better luck the second time around here. Oh, I used my smart thing already. Smart bomb, I'm calling it. Alright.
So, the only parlay to the movie here is, like...
That you're in a malt shop, it looks like.
Yeah, so are you, like, the racist shop owner that told that guy to run for mayor?
Goldie! Mayor Goldie Wilson!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Well, the good thing is...
This is so unforgiving. If you miss once, that's it. And it's like I'm trying to visualize, like, a ruler going across the screen so I can line the shot up.
I think you gotta use the stools. Ouch.
The stools.
They sure threw you out in a hurry.
It looks like you're stuck here. That might be game over, and it might be Tom's turn to play this game. Yes,
all right, we're going to give it a shot, so we're going to switch seats, and we'll be right back.
That's what we're here for. All right, let's press start now.
Back at it, Back to the Future.
All right, so
I'm so happy I don't have to play this game anymore. This game
all I have to do is get past the malt shop. Oh, man, there's, like, weird sweat on this controller, man.
I'm not used to being on camera. I sweat. You're gonna have to deal with that if you want me to keep working with you moving forward here.
Level 30 sweat.
Yes.
Just for the record, Mike, I've gotten every single clock so far.
Then we'll see how you do.
No! I didn't know which button to hit for the thing.
How you do in the malt shop?
I'm gonna
I think that's what they called it, malt shop.
Yeah. It's where all the kids hung out. All the teens. All the cool kids.
Could they have at least made the sprite look like Marty McFly does in the movie?
No.
It's just the cutoff. It reminds me. It looks a lot of. Did you play Skate or Die as a kid?
I did. I loved Skate or Die. I loved Road Rash. I loved Skitchin, which was like
going back to Skate or
knockoff.
Die, it reminds me of.
Dude, I slayed it right there.
I know you did much better than I did. I forget what the name of the event was called. But it was when you were going down the street, and at the very end, you could, like, ollie off the cop car, and the siren would go off if you did it the right way.
Oh, I don't remember.
Well, anyway, that's what that reminded me of. So.
Did that really happen, or was that, like, the old wives' tale in, Oh, I get to keep the skateboard? Oh, game over, man. Game over.
Yeah, yeah.
I hit the wrong... I meant to jump over it. God! And this was 1985. This was right with Mario. You'd think you would keep the jump button the same as Mario would.
I'll give this game this much. It's just not awful enough to keep you wanting to get further in it.
Yeah,
because you want to play it far enough where you're like, do I get to see the friggin' DeLorean eventually, or is this all this game is?
That's the carrot at the end of the stick there.
There's no Doc Brown.
Well, not yet.
I think at some point you hear Johnny Be Good.
Oh,
I think it's that weird.
You hear something. It is not.
It's like some
Johnny
kind
Be
of
Good.
weird ass remix.
It's not even
Johnny
like
the LJN remix of Johnny Be Good.
Oh, dude! I cleared that trash can, and I lose my bowling ball.
Balls and guys carrying painted
How
glass
great
across the room.
would it be? Now, which button is the throw button and not bomb?
Figure it out yourself.
Oh,
B is the bomb. Everybody knows that.
You're just saying that. Now, how do
Guy who has fond memories. Oh my God. Oh, you got one. Let's see.
Yeah, this is one of those you need to have like the right
It's gonna
depth
start getting
perception.
Fast and furious here. Like I told you, I was imagining a ruler going across the screen. And I forget what the magic number is. You have to hit a certain
25,
amount
I
of guys.
think.
Yeah. It'd be hilarious if it was like 125. You're sitting here doing this for 20 minutes.
You couldn't get past 7, so far so good.
I know. I got like 14 or 15. Well, you're already
You did
past me.
not.
Whoa!
Oh, that guy's moving faster. What? Are they moving
Nice
faster?
recovery. It's all coming back now. Whoa!
Oh, that was a
2 for
lucky
there.
one.
All right. Oh, you actually hit it.
Oh God, I'm getting goosebumps. Now you're throwing stuff. Oh, come on, man.
I think you might have gotten enough.
Oh, like they don't actually stop you?
No, it probably stops after a certain amount, but they give you're supposed to hit X amount out of all the guys they fling at you. What the hell are they even throwing at you?
I don't know. Chimichangas.
Did you get enough?
If it's 50, I'm gonna be super pissed.
Does that mean, I don't know, if there's a different animation for if you win?
Oh, well, it's giving me a bonus, so I think I cleared it. Wait. Hold on.
All that.
What the heck? What do you have to get to?
Man,
That's why we need a researcher on hand.
yes.
And I already forget how to do this now. Alright, so B is jump.
That and roller skating. I was always the kid at the birthday parties hanging on to that. You know how they would have the ring in the middle for you to like sit down in.
No.
I was the kid hugging the wall, like trying
Oh,
not to
you're
fall and
that
split my
guy.
head open.
Alright, could someone tell me? No, they can't. Who else is going to tell me? I want to know what the number is I have to get to. And that is there even an indicator on the screen that tells me how many of those little bomb things I have?
No.
And what the hell was that waitress bringing?
There's a lot of Nintendo games that are have that what the hell do I do here?
Frustratingly
Yes.
obtuse design
Like
and
the most famous one that I could think of is Castlevania 2,
Simon's Quest?
where you have to the villagers in the game give you these cryptic ass instructions.
Ah, oh, I hit the button. God, friggin'. Oh.
Wasn't it awesome getting games at Blockbuster?
It was always.
It sucked when, like, let's say on a Friday night you went to go rent this with mom and dad, and you picked out Back to the Future, and then you're stuck with this game for 3 days. But
And she picked out Bird on a Wire.
it's a shame that kids these days will never know that feeling of, you know. I remember the game that comes to mind is for Super Nintendo, the Super Return of the Jedi. My brother and I, we had Super Star Wars and Super Empire Strikes Back, and for some reason we didn't get Return of the Jedi, and we would always go to Blockbuster, and they only had the one copy of it. And
Yeah,
like,
that always sucked when it was like
the first 15 times we went, it wasn't there, but then there's that one time where you see that little white box poking out from behind the actual Nintendo box.
Yep.
And then you and I are both veterans of the Nintendo World Championships. Or was it the Nintendo World Championship?
Well, it was the Blockbuster Championships.
The Blockbuster Video Game Championships, that's correct.
All right.
And I didn't even make it onto the leaderboard at my local Blockbuster.
I came in second once, and I remember my friend Chris made it to the next round. But I remember in second place.
Hi, Chris.
They gave me a copy. Maybe it was third place. They gave me a copy of Batman Forever. Was that the one with
That's the one
Riddler?
that's pretty much
With Jim Carrey in it?
depends on what console it was on.
It was
but
on Sega Genesis, and I remember telling them, I don't have a Sega Genesis, and they said, we're sorry, and gave it to me anyway, and then I took it to Toys R Us and exchanged it for Jeffrey cash, or Jeffrey dollars,
Scumbag.
and then bought something hopefully better. I don't really know.
I think that Batman Forever was the one that was pretty much like the same exact gameplay mechanics as Mortal Kombat, but as a side-scrolling beat-em-up. Which was
Oh, wait, it
really-
wasn't Batman Forever. It was...
Batman Returns?
No, Batman Returns was actually
That was
really good.
Forget if that was a Capcom? No.
Yeah,
But
I
it
can
was
remember...
very, it was
was
very
supposed to hit
Final
you?
Fight esque. Where it's the side-scrolling beat-em-up where they show the name of the guy and his little energy bar.
Yeah, the Batman one was that's a really good game.
Yes,
like
that
a
was
really
I remember
good
renting
game.
that at Blockbuster, and I was very happy that I picked that game.
We had a family friend that had it, and I to this day.
Oh! Whoa! Did you use your?
I did.
Yeah, bud.
I remember the punches just being so satisfyingly
Yes.
crunchy.
Those games are repetitive as hell, but it is so satisfying just beating the crap out of everybody. And then I think the Batman one had the little gimmick in it where you could throw guys towards the screen the same way that you could in Turtles in Time.
I think I'm not supposed
Which
to hit
once
that
we
waitress.
get our format tightened up, we're going to work on playing 2-player games.
Yeah.
And Turtles in Time is definitely on that list.
Yeah, I made a mistake of not getting the right audio stuff.
We're a mom and pop organization here.
That's right.
ladies and
We
gentlemen.
have, and with zero budget, by the way.
Well, that's not what you told me. That's not why I agreed.
You know, I'm gonna let this person come up here.
If 79 guys in the
Oh my
face
God.
isn't enough to make it to the next stage,
It's not.
I have a feeling there's just that's the animation for the stage is over.
All right, could you look this up? No, I think maybe you have to get to 100.
It can't be. But this game is a piece of you know what. So
yeah, that babe.
I can't believe we're so excited to be making it to the next.
I was sitting
level.
here. I was like, you know what? I don't care if it takes me all night. I'm getting past. Oh, it's the streets again.
We might have to do in another video. There is a sequel to this. I think it's LJN 2 because they did every single movie video game on Nintendo, it seems. But I think it's Back to the Future 2 and 3 on the one cart.
Oh. Well, that was short-lived. I had to try. It was the bird that threw me. Oh, I lost my bowling ball.
I'm just happy we finally had a chance to do this.
Yes, me
We've been
too.
talking about it. Yeah, I'm talking about it for like 3 years now.
Writing that book of yours?
But
YouTube channel?
yeah, I think we're gonna have a lot of good stuff coming up in the future.
That's right. So if you're watching, if you're one of the people that are checking in, please help get word out about our tiny little channel here. Started with nothing, and moving on.
We're
We're gonna end up with nothing, but we're bringing a team on board to help write content, so it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff coming down the pipe. No pun intended. Mario.
Oh yeah, it took me like pipe. What did
Okay, we're making our way to the school.
Wait, the school's not the dance? Did I?
This is where it gets interesting.
No, I think I have so much more.
Nope, it's the same exact thing we did in all the other stages.
Yeah, but I'm on a skateboard.
Oh, you got the bowling ball right up from the get-go here.
I know. This is also one of those games that since you're basically just smearing the D-pad and wiggling, like you get one of those thumb blisters.
The old school kids these days are spoiled with the analog sticks.
Yeah,
They'll
I'm already
never
getting a
know.
little notch under the controller
Yeah.
there.
Games that came out.
Yes, Rock Band clearly was
Got its
inspired by.
inspiration by Back to the Future.
You
on
son of a-
NES.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it because when you reset the. I hit the wrong button.
There's only 2 buttons.
I know, and I hit the wrong one because I took.
God damn, this music is getting annoying.
It's actually
It's the same
incredibly grating. Oh my god!
Thing 8-bit garbage.
Yeah, except you're gonna be driving home going.
And that could be the level 30 theme song.
No, never.
Get the skateboard. Yeah.
Oh,
Alright,
look at that freeze
that.
frame.
Couldn't have planned it any better. Alright, so we might actually, I don't know if we're going to beat this or...
Hill Valley. Oh, I
Break
gotta.
Lorraine's
Oh
heart.
yeah, you have to catch hearts or something. Oh wait, there's kisses. I think it's the same thing but with kisses. Oh, I gotta block kisses.
No, you have to catch them, yes. The literal interpretation of love here. I'm just in awe. I don't even know what to say. Just
I'm starting to freak out right now.
doing it. You're doing it. Oh, that usually, if I know my video games, that means you got an extra man or life, whatever you want to call it, 1 up. Did you catch enough?
Well, if
I thought the guy was gonna come throw you against the wall.
did you know that
Little
E equals
disappointed.
MC squared?
Yes, I did.
Oh, I'm too cute for my own good. Well, you know, at least the game compliments you when you fail.
Yeah.
And now I get to run down this golden amber street
Can
again.
I play?
Honest to goodness, Mike, I really just think he was itching to play. I think he
I
was like, you know
I
what?
told you I missed playing this.
Oh, gutsy move there. And I bet he's going to go home and play this as well. So you know what? Tune in for the weekly segment. Tom and Mike play Back to the Future for the NES. All right,
myself.
good luck with the hearts. You want to tap me in?
No, I want to do this myself.
You got to have really good depth perception.
Dude, I started to go cross-eyed trying to watch the
Yeah,
hearts flying at
you
me.
got to just kind of notch it up a little bit.
Oh, okay. I will attempt this one more time, and then. Oh,
Oh,
we ran out of lives.
I guess that is it.
I thought it sucked beforehand. I still think it sucks now.
But there's some level of redeeming quality to it.
It's
a little bit.
It's playable, but it's just so repetitive and just mind-numbing, and yeah, that about sums it up.
That's
it's
true.
Repetitive,
and if the music
mind-numbing.
looping in the background hasn't gotten to you already, we're going to stop so you don't have to hear that anymore. Thanks for checking out our channel, Level 30 Games. Make sure you like and subscribe. Leave comments, please, because I love to give feedback to people and talk to people through that. Join our community. I post there frequently. We're also on Twitter at Level 30 Games. I'm Tom. This is Mike. We'll see you next time.
Bang!
Bye.